the most satisfying reaction in chemistry. So let's start off with number 5, elephant toothpaste. This reaction never gets old. It's basically a hydrogen peroxide decomposition reaction that happens really fast and creates a ton of foam. The foam is so big and white it looks like toothpaste, hence the name. And since this video was posted, I've seen so many different variations of it. Number 4 is a color change reaction that I like to call the chemical clock, because the color change happens at exactly the same time every single time. It's so cool. A common example of this is the iodine clock reaction, but I've also seen people do it with other chemicals, like this cobalt chloride solution. The way it works is there are 2 solutions, one with a bunch of reactants and one without. When you mix them together, the reactants consume some of the solvent, and as they do so, the equilibrium shifts and forms a colored product. The thing that's so crazy about this reaction, though, is that it takes exactly 20 minutes to react. If you do it in a test tube, it takes 20 seconds, and if you do it in a beaker, it takes 20 hours. The amount of product formed is directly proportional to the amount of solvent present. Next up, we have thermite. This is by far the most dangerous reaction on this list, and should only be done by professionals. Basically, you mix together powdered metal and metal oxide. In this case, it's aluminum and iron oxide, and when you heat it up, the aluminum reduces the iron oxide and forms iron. The reaction is so exothermic that the iron melts, and since it's molten, it flows like a river of molten metal. Next up is the chameleon chemical reaction. This is a really fun one because the solution changes colors depending on what solvent it's in. For example, if I add water to this solution, it turns red, and if I add ethanol, it turns blue. What's cool is that you can actually make the chameleon effect happen really fast by using a centrifuge and separating the 2 liquids. When you spin the tube, the red liquid at the bottom becomes blue, and the blue liquid at the top becomes red. It's almost like a liquid transformer. And finally, we have the most satisfying reaction in chemistry, at least according to you guys. That is the reaction of zinc in hydrochloric acid. I mean, just listen to that. This reaction is so satisfying. It's not the biggest or the brightest, but there's just something really pleasing about it. I think it's the sound that makes it so satisfying, but I'm curious what you guys think. Comment down below and let me know. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.